If you want to learn how to keep your cool and not lose yourself when you're getting angry, keep watching. Hi, my name is Amina. I'm a life coach and I'm here to give you some tips, offer another perspective, and answer some questions you might have. So if you have questions or video suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you like what I do here, please subscribe, like, and share, and help me spread the word. So today I want to talk about how to not lose your cool. And this is from a personal experience. So, when you have a child and, the child can be very challenging for your character. And so I was wondering, okay, so when she behaves that way, how do I manage my emotions, my anger, and make sure that I keep my cool? And that's how I came up with this video. And so I have, as usual, 5 points that I want to share with you. And so if you have something else you would like to add, feel free to do so. So point number 1 is monitor your states, meaning when you feel you get angry, keep your attention on that to make sure that you don't explode. And so the goal with that is you make sure that any second, any moment, every minute, every second, every moment, you know where you are. So if, for example, you're arguing with, your spouse, and you feel like you're starting to get really, really angry, you are capable of knowing from where you are. If it's on a scale of 1 to 100, where are you right now? And based on this monitoring, you will know what to do next. So if you stay, I would say, under the 50%, it's pretty okay. And so you shouldn't be able to explode. And I'm not an expert, so but it feels that way. So when I say you monitor your state, you're monitoring your anger. And so you check, so am I at 1? Am I at 100? And so based on that, you will know what to do next. Because if you are already at 100, you know that this is not good at all. If you're still at 15, based on your own self-evaluation, you know that you're still good. But, keep your pulse on your state and make sure that you don't explode. That's the goal. So step number 2 is count. So from 10 to 1. And you do that because it helps you to calm down. For example, if you're feeling that, I'm getting really angry, and you know that it's getting worse and worse, so that actually this is one of the things you can do, but that's based on the level of anger you are already at. And so for me, if you count from 10 to 1, this is for like a light anger, and that will help you. You feel like, I'm starting to get angry, but it's not like the huge, like the rage, And so from there, you're still able to control yourself. You're still able to calm down. You're still able to, to talk to yourself so that you come back to, how do you say that? You come back to peace. And so if you feel like you're starting to get angry, when you do the 10, 9, 8, 7, you have the pulse that is coming. The pulse is coming so that you can explode. But when you count from 10 to 1, you have to focus on the number to make sure that, I got it, I get it right. So 10, 9, 8, 7. And even you could go from 20, 19, 18, it takes more time. But the goal is, because you're focusing on getting the numbers right, contrary to counting from 1 to 10, it's way easier. But if you focus on 10 to 9, 8, because you don't want to mess it up, you focus on the numbers and getting it right, so that helps you to calm down, and you put a distance between you and the anger that is about to come, and the situation that is provoking the anger. So step number 3 is walk away but give a heads up. And so when you feel like, ooh, I am at a level of anger that is really high, not the level where you can still count from 10 to 1. Now, because you're monitoring your state, you're capable of saying, okay, yeah, no, this is really bad, I'm about to lose control. And so in this case, what should you do? So you tell the person, okay, I feel that I'm getting really angry, and because I don't want to hurt you, I don't want to say something bad to you, I need to walk away, and then I'll come back when I feel better. And it's always better to do it that way. And I know some couples, because I heard that from a few people, one person in particular. So they say, we have to stay in the same room. I don't want to see you walk away because this is disrespectful for me. But and this is why it is important. For example, if you were in a couple, that you talk about how you manage conflicts in advance. And so when it happens, you can tell the person, okay, it's better for me to walk away. They cannot really say, oh, but you're disrespecting me. No, because you told them already that when I feel that I'm getting really angry and I can be rude and mean and everything, I prefer to walk away. At least they know. But when you walk away, give a heads up. Don't just walk away. That will feel disrespectful. So you tell the person, okay, I'm getting really angry, blah blah blah, like I said, and then you get out, go for a walk, go do something that is calming for you. Even go for I'm not gonna say that. I don't want anybody to be in trouble because of me. But yeah, you can go to change your mind, let's say. Go calm your emotions. And that really helps to keep the conflict down. And what is really important is when you come back, when it's a good time for both of you, make sure that you talk about it. You're not here to attack the person. You're not here to blame. You're not here to, judge, or I don't know. You're here to solve the problem. And I'm talking about this situation, especially for couples. If it's a parent with the child, it will be a different situation because the child is not mature enough. And so you will have a different tactic. And most importantly, when you're a parent, you're supposed to know how to keep your cool. I won't say you're supposed to know, but it's better for you to learn how to do it so you don't lose your cool with your child. Okay, so before we get to the next point, I just wanted to remind you that I have a website where you can find everything that I do. So if you're interested in a blog or if you're interested in coaching service, you're gonna find everything over there. So you can just visit my website. The link is in the description below. Thank you. Okay, next point is visualize what could happen if you lose yourself. And so when you're getting angry, and so I'm giving strategies to manage, to manage your anger and make sure that at least to do your best to not get angry and not explode. And so another way to do that is to visualize what could happen if you explode. And so you can take 5 seconds. I think it's gonna take more time, but you can pause and ask yourself, okay, if I explode right now, what could be the effect of my reaction? And of course you can do that when you're not too far gone. So if you do the countdown, if you do the monitoring your state, if you do the walking away and giving a heads up, you should be able to do that exercise and to see, is it worth it to be mad? Is it worth it to explode? So if you take your time, you take a pause, and then you ask yourself what could be the effect. You can imagine, you can project yourself in the future. Okay, if I explode, I could actually say something to my husband that's gonna hurt him, and then he's gonna feel resentful or really, really hurt, and he's not gonna trust me 100% like he used to. It could be one effect. For some people, it's going to be something that is worse than that, but I don't even want to talk about it here. If you know you have that kind of anger, you should do something about it, because you don't want to hurt anybody. But yeah, if it's anger that is manageable, if it's anger that doesn't hurt the other people badly to the point that it becomes abuse, you can project yourself and see, okay, if I do that, what would happen? So another example would be, if I get really mad, I can take something and throw it, on the window and break the window. But if you do that, for example, if you're a man and you do that to your wife, she can start to be scared of you and not trusting you, and she sees a little bit of violence, which something that can be that can destroy the trust she has in you. And from now after that, she can walk on eggshells, and she doesn't want to frustrate you, and she won't be 100% in the relationship. That's what I want to say. And she won't trust you anymore. She will be on guard, and at some point, somebody living this way, they just want to leave at some point. So you're going to be the one losing the person because you weren't able to control your anger. And my last point is reflect on the whole situation. So after you have tried those exercises and they actually worked, now you can reflect on the situation. So for example, you can ask yourself, okay, why do I get so mad when this or this happened? Why do I get so mad when he or she tells me this? Why do I get so mad when I feel like somebody disrespects me? And when you do that exercise, it helps you to deal with the problem inside. So instead of focusing on the person outside and saying they are the one making me do this, you can ask yourself, okay, why do I feel that way? Why does it always end up being this way? And what is really important with this exercise, it helps you to keep control of yourself, and it helps you to take ownership of your behavior. It helps you to take your power back, your freedom back, instead of having to giving your power to an impulse or your emotion. So yeah, take your power back. Reflect on what is causing you to be in that state. And once you do that, you can do it with the help of a therapist, a counselor, or you can do it with journaling. But usually when you have like a really bad anger, it's better to work with a professional that knows what they do, instead of doing it just by yourself, unless you're a professional and you know how it works. But usually it's better to work with somebody else because you don't see your blind spots, so it's better to have them. But yeah, it's really important to reflect on the situation and be committed to become a better person over time, because you're able to take your power back. So as a recap for today's video, so 5 things to do to keep your cool. So number 1 is monitor your state, monitor your anger. Number 2 is count from 10 to 1 to calm down. Number 3 is walk away and give a heads up. when you feel like you're getting really angry. Number 4 is visualize what could happen if you actually give in the anger. And number 5 is reflect on the whole situation. So why do I always feel like exploding when this or that happens? My challenge for you today is try the monitoring tips. So the goal is to be really aware and really present with what's going on, and to make a decision. Because when you decide, okay, I no longer want to live that way, I no longer want to be a slave of my emotions, of my anger, when you decide that, you're going to be more aware of what's going on, because the decision is made and you don't want to fail yourself. You want to keep your promise to yourself, and so you're gonna be more on guard and pay more attention. So try that. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you like what I do here. And if you have questions or video suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. So my question for you today is, if you have other strategies that you use or you have seen other people use and they work really well, please share them with us. Even for myself, I'm interested in that, because I really want to work on myself to be able to keep my cool. For example, if you're having a debate with somebody that is saying really nonsense, because I've seen that, and that's not a way to say, oh, I'm right about everything. But when it's really obvious that the person is talking about nonsense, it usually makes me really angry, because I don't understand how can somebody know that they are talking BS and they keep doing this and they insist in doing it. And so that usually causes me anger. But I want to learn how to calm down in those situations and be more efficient when I need to have a debate with somebody. So that would be one example. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope it helps. Until next time, I wish you a good week, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.